Today I have Nighttime back on the channel, and we're here to talk about Battlegrounds inside of Diablo Immortal and how it is flawed. And no, I'm not talking about how it's flawed for the pay-to-win people that are there demolishing all of us low spenders. I'm talking more about how it's flawed for our high resonance players. Nighttime, you're our resident whale here on the channel. Thanks so much for coming through again, man, and sharing some of the issues that you're seeing as a high resonance player inside of Battlegrounds. We actually have some footage throughout this that we're going to be sharing so you could see the issues. But what's going on, man? Kind of fill us in a little bit on what you're seeing in Battlegrounds and how come it's an issue.
Well, there's actually a few things going on, especially after that last patch. I've had a little bit shorter of queue times, but I've just been dealing with basically a team full of people around level 100 Paragon-wise versus a bunch of, 3,000 resonance people, which is not really fair. I had one game where I had 59 kills, which no one's going to believe now because there's no screenshot here, but whatever. And I still
If there's
lost
no
it.
footage, it didn't happen, man. You know that.
Yeah, I mean, I could name some people on my team, but I don't know if that'll help too much.
That's all right.
Anyway, we still lost that, and it's just upsetting and ridiculous. Now, other people, which is something that's been going on the OCE realms for, well, since the start of the game, we have these things called brackets.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not brackets how you'd think, where it's just like, oh, the best people are here. It was based on when you started the game. So,
So you're
a
saying that
bracket.
people are getting matched with people that started the game at a similar time versus who's in the server or who's available to play?
Yes, exactly.
So
And it's
how does that make
ridiculous.
sense? How does that work?
It has never made sense, first off.
Okay.
Second, how it works is literally, actually, this would be a good spot to share your screen. I don't mean to
Oh, I can share.
take it, but I
Of
can,
course.
or my screen,
Okay.
because I can show you something that I just recently found out about to see which one we're in.
Sure, let's do it.
But basically, it has people who sit here and they have to wait like an hour long because there's not as many people from when it started, whereas you get other brackets.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, shit. Whoops. I shouldn't cuss, I guess. But it's a new season, so I can't actually do this now.
Oh, you can't
Used
show it
to-
either way.
Yeah, because you used to be able to just hit share here and they would have a number next to legend, and that would tell you what bracket you're in.
Okay.
But so basically the people in the first bracket sit here and they're stuck for like an hour in queue. Sometimes you get 1 or 2 matches in the entire night total if you sit through all 3 of the like BG times.
Right.
And
So
that's just not right for anybody.
So if there's a 2-hour window for Battlegrounds, or however long the window is, honestly, I don't even know because I don't do Battlegrounds anymore.
It's 2 hours.
Right. So if there's a 2-hour window and you're sitting in queue, I mean, we were just watching, this footage right here of the queue. It's still running 53 minutes and 43 seconds. Does that mean you can get maybe 1 or 2 Battlegrounds in the entire
If you're
time?
lucky, a lot of times you don't even get that in. You just sit there the entire duration of the queue.
So you actually can't even participate. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing whales, or big spenders inside of the game, the ones at the top of the leaderboards that are in PvP, the ones that Blizzard is really catering to because they're the spenders, they're the ones making the money. They're not even able to use what they've spent all their money on to participate in the event.
Not even close. There's
So
people who are.
what do these players want? Like, do they want instant queue? Like, what?
We just want to play the game. Like,
that's a lot to ask now. That's a lot to ask, Nighttime.
That's what it feels like, man. And it's weird having you not call me Ben. I was going to show you this guy's clan because he made a clan. He was pissed off about Battlegrounds, and I was just like, fix your BGs and I'll come back.
Oh, man.
And it's like, that's to the point where it's at here, and it's really sad because, well, it's we like the game. We just want to be able to play it.
Right.
And we even tried to do stuff like this where it's like, oh, they have this cool feature here where you can transfer.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what we can't do?
Yeah, what is that all about? We were talking about that the other day too.
huh, only servers from the same locale can be selected. So I can only transfer to these 2 servers.
So you are in an oceanic server, right?
Yeah, because, well, I travel a lot for work, and this is just kind of where I ended up.
So you essentially screwed yourself by starting on a server that has
Yeah.
the possibility to switch to 3 different servers. So you tried coming to my server and you weren't capable of coming.
Yep. Well, I'm incapable of leaving anywhere here, and that means nobody could fix their bracket, which is just that's it. We're screwed.
That's so crazy to me. Like,
Here, oh no, it doesn't show here. I was gonna say it used to show here. I was excited, but it didn't.
oh,
I couldn't even get out of gold last season because I couldn't get enough matches. So
that's okay. I don't even get out of bronze, but that's because I choose not to participate. Not that I would even if I decided to. Oh man. Okay, so we have multiple issues that we're discussing here. The first issue is when you do match, you match with completely uneven people. So you're essentially stomping people, getting 59 kills, and possibly
Yeah.
losing or not. It's just very unbalanced. We have the issue where people can't even match and they could potentially sit in queue times for the entire time. And we have the issue that you're particularly having on your server, the Oceanic server, that you can't switch to different servers anywhere because you're in like a different subset of servers yourself.
Yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, pretty much. And all that really would need to be done with the battlegrounds thing, they just need to merge all the brackets together so you can queue into everybody. It's not even like a difficult fix. It's just
Oh,
let
right.
everybody queue into each other.
And you can't do that because you're in a completely subset of different servers, correct?
Well, I don't understand exactly how it works, but like I said, it was based on when people join the game versus when the newer players. So we can't
Huh.
match with newer players, or you're
Wow.
just kind of stuck.
So I wonder if this issue is because you guys are on your weird little, little island of servers, of 4 servers that you could swap between. And we are on our bigger island of, however many, 50 servers that we could swap between. And maybe you guys aren't able to join Battlegrounds with us because we're on a completely different
I
computer
wish we could
server,
join with
essentially.
you guys. That'd be great.
I think this issue is all tied in together with the server, that's so weird too. I guess it's where it is in the world. I wonder if there's a way,
No idea, man. It's just stupid to me.
I wonder if there's a way to it may have to be a manual transfer, like someone from.
No, I even opened a ticket about that, and I asked if they could do it, and they said no, there's no possible way for us to even manually transfer you over. So it was like,
Wow.
what do you mean? How is that impossible to copy data and move it to a different spot?
All right, Ben, easy thing. I know the fix. You're a whale. Unlimited funds. Just start fresh in our server, man. Iceburn tier. Come on down.
I actually almost did.
Oh my god. You can't even buy and sell accounts in this game. That's got to be against terms of service. So it's not like you could even take someone's dead account from here and buy it from them. I would very much assume that's against terms of service.
Yes, but they also have a very fair refund policy. At least from what I've seen so far, people have gotten all their stuff refunded.
Okay, so maybe you should refund your Necro and your Barbarian, completely wash these guys, and
I'm not
start
gonna
fresh.
lie, man. I don't want to play this game that much.
Oh no, we
That's
need
just
you.
way too much work.
Oh my gosh, what better do you have to do, right?
I'm like 30,000 Elder Rifts again, or 3,000, not 30,000. Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's still it's too much, man. I have a bunch of crests I gotta do now that I don't even have the energy to do because it doesn't feel rewarding enough.
And these are the whale problems. Oh, I have so many crests to run. I've thrown so much money at the game and I don't have the energy. Oh man, I wish I had those problems, man. But hey, okay, so essentially what I'm seeing, and I'm going to call in the community right now, and this could be specific to your Oceanic. Can you actually pull up those servers again really quickly, that if you were to transfer?
I would gladly.
I want to know if any other whales that happen to be watching this in whatever servers they're in are seeing these issues as well. So like
the only ones I can transfer to these two because of this, and you have to select your local. And this is how you can tell.
I wonder if so go to North America really quickly. I wonder if I wanted to switch servers, if these are the only ones that I could choose between.
You can try it. I mean, We even got asked by the community manager if anybody tried to switch, which was the funniest thing to me because we literally couldn't. And he's asking if we can. It's like, well, you guys made it so we can't. So.
Oh, I bet you, I would bet that I'm in the North American bunch of servers. I could probably only transfer to servers in that
Yeah, but
subset
then
category.
what the heck's the point of it? Like,
I mean, I think the point of it is to prevent servers from dying, right? So we have what,
Yeah,
20 servers there. Like, we'll just keep merging them together as players stop playing, and then we'll be. Oh wow, we have a lot more than 20 servers. Holy,
you've got a whole heck
50
of a
maybe.
lot.
Holy cow. Okay, and you got 4. Well,
We have 3.
3. I blame this on you, Ben. Your
Yeah,
travels.
it's gotta be my fault.
Your travels, man. I wish we just met a little bit earlier. You could have started on our server and would have been fine. I'm going to reach out. I'm wondering if there's a way to manually do this or to copy your account and then kill it on this server.
I would honestly go to an NA server at this point, even being in, New Zealand right now.
Well, kind of want you on mine if I'm being fair, and if, I'm a little. I want you on mine. I want you in my Shadow Wars, man. By the way, I want to thank you as we close out the video for that barbarian build. Nighttime gave me this barbarian build right here, and it's not yet complete. I still can't get the primary weapon, man. I got the secondary. I got all the secondary gear. But that primary weapon, I cannot get. The one that's going to make my whirlwind just like fast speed. But
well, that, and it also makes it wind, so your windstorm kind of just procs when you have whatchamacallit, Wrath of the Berserker up too, which is nice.
And I'll tell you, it's already amazing even without that main weapon. So I really do think, and I'm going to put a video specifically out with this build. I think this is the best build of all classes in Diablo Immortal. I think this is literally the best actual build people can play.
I think it is for like PvE too. I think Barbarian is the strongest class in the game, and sadly nothing comes close to it.
Yeah,
which it is what it is.
And no Barbarian looks as good as mine. This guy looks pretty awesome. So hey,
yours does look really cool. I'll give you the.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Listen, I don't have the resonance you have, but we got the swag. But man, I appreciate you coming through. We're gonna actually jive a little bit more, come up with a few more video ideas. I like talking to you because you give us the whole whale perspective inside of the game. Because you're a different type of player than me, right? I don't have the spend to spend the way that you do. So you see different parts of the game that I may not participate in. Like, you taught me about awakening gear and really took me under your wing and showed me how to take advantage of it, why I should do it, and that's why I decided to do that. So I want to continue this.
I think it's actually really important that everybody gets to see all the aspects of the game too, because there's a lot of stuff here that people don't realize, and I feel like that ruins people's experience.
Yep. Sorry.
This is like one of the, a free-to-play game for the semi, but it's also very paid.
Yeah.
It's just overall probably one of the better mobile games, at least made-wise, and people still are going to complain about, oh yeah, this guy's too big in PvP. It's like, well, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
It's a mobile game that's actually like a game.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're someone, and this is how I truly feel about Diablo Immortal, if you're someone that doesn't care about PvP and you're a PvE type of person, this is an amazing game for you. If you're a PvP player and you care about being the best in the world and you want to be free to play,
then this isn't for you.
Then it's not for you, right? So me, like, I always loved the idea of PvP and wanted that, but I realized that even if I go and decide to spend $5,000 today in the game, I still can't be the best.
3K. That's about it.
Right, I still can't be the best. And then I have to spend another $5K. I have to spend $50,000 to even have a chance. And
competitive, that's about right.
For me, that's not something that I'm able to do. So I'm gonna enjoy the game for how it is. And the only thing that you can't do for free to enjoy is gem resonance. I would love to see this be a free to play option, so that people that spend $0, even though it's not expensive, it costs about $15 or something like that to resonate a gem. I would love it if there were a way for free-to-play players, even if it's grinding for months to get what they need.
What I was gonna say is, I was hoping with that whole battle pass thing, except now that I realized you have to make it empowered, I'm hoping that they just make it the $4.99 one to open that shop, and I'm hoping they'll put one in that shop. That's just
There just needs to be, this is how I feel, in the shop or in the game, there needs to be a way for people to grind orbs. and I'm talking a small amount of orbs. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish they'd give like 50 out a week or something.
I was even gonna say less than that. I mean, yes, 50 a week is great. They're not gonna do that though. But if they were
Well,
to make it
yeah.
so that our free-to-play players that play the game more than you and I, they grind 5-6 hours a day. If they could earn themselves, I don't know, let's say 100 orbs a month, like I'm talking like 3 orbs a day, if they do all this stuff, then it makes the echoes that we need to awaken the gear, it could be for free.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not even saying they have to be generous with orbs. They just need to make it possible to farm them. And if they gave us 3, maybe 5 orbs a day, if they're feeling generous, someone that wants to awaken a piece of gear will be able to do it without spending any money.
Eventually, yeah. That'd be great.
And that's fine. Eventually is totally fine because it makes it possible. Right now it's impossible. You have to go buy one of these packs, and there are a large community of players that are not going to do that. But the 3 issues we really focused on here today, because awakening gear wasn't really part of that, was the queue times for our 7K resonance players inside of the game in Battlegrounds, how they are waiting forever and not even getting in there. I actually had an image here. Let me find it really. Why can't I find this right now? Figures. Oh, here we go. This image right here, this player is waiting for 58 minutes queuing for Battleground and never, or at least that point, did not get into the Battlegrounds.
He probably didn't get a match, I'm going to be real with you.
Probably didn't. We have the issue of when you do match, it's completely unbalanced, and the issue server transfer. We love it, but really it's more limited than we actually thought. So I appreciate you coming through, man, and sharing what you're seeing on this level, because these are not things that I see. I don't see the transfer issues. I'm not leaving my server anyways, and I don't see these Battleground issues either. So I appreciate you, and I'm going to give you the mic to say a few things that you want to say before you head out for today, and I want to invite you formally back to the channel so that you could do this again very soon.
Well, I'd love to be back, first off.
I know you would.
And there's somebody I'd like to shout out before I actually say what I wanted to say. Her name is Jisoo, and she was a PvP player who originally made content, and I told her I'd give her a shout out. She's a great person inside and out, so possible, could you go check her out? And also about this whole thing, like, it's just upsetting. We don't even want a refund or anything. We just want to play the game. It's pretty much it, and it's kind of broken right now, which is even worse than normal. And then everybody else who ever needs to talk or whatever, I'm not on nearly as much as I used to be, but feel free to come by on an OCE server and ball, and I'm Nighttime or Ben, whatever you want to call me.
I'll call you both. Also, the person that you just shouted out, their channel, you're gonna give me that link, and I'll put it in the description of this video so people can go take a look at her channel. Sure. I appreciate you coming through, Ben, as always, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you enjoyed the content.